For this question of linear law, I will say that it is a very unguided question. So it's a very brief question. They never kind of guide you step by step. Okay, so what you will need to realize is they gave you the axis, okay, but they didn't give you any point on the axis. So if you take a look, right, they give you the capital Y and they give you the capital X. So it doesn't give you any point that is on this axis. So whatever point that they are giving you are from the original equation. So this X and Y are from the original equation. So on the original equation, right, you got this coordinate. So this coordinate 0.04, 0.25 is not on the new axis. So it's what we'll call the original point. So if you still remember, right, they will usually give you a table, an original table, right? So this 0.04 and this 0.25 was from the original table. Same for this one as well. So this is like from the original table. So you have 2 points from the original table. Okay, and eventually you are asked to find the value of y when x is equal to 9. So in a way, right, you are asked to find this. So you got a 9, then you want to know what is this. So your thinking should be, I will need the original value, original equation. That means the before linearized equation. So before linearized equation, that means I will need to get capital Y first. So if I can do the mx plus c in terms of capital Y, then later on my capital Y and capital X can be substituted back. And I would have gotten the original equation that you have not linearized. So that's what I'm going to do. So in order to get the capital Y equal to mx plus c, I will need 2 points. So in a way, I'm going to transform this 2 points. So I'm going to use the capital X and capital Y. So can you see how I actually transform it? And then I get a 5, 4. This 5, 4 is in a way the new table. So this 5, 4 is actually on the new graph, on your linear law graph. So same thing, I'm going to transform the X and Y, and I got 1, 2. So 1, 2 is on this graph. So once you have 2 points, you can do your normal chord jog idea. You get your gradient first, and then you do your mx plus c to find your c. So if you, let's say you are doing this method, it will still work. Okay, so if you are using this method, it will still work. So eventually you will come to the capital Y equal to mx plus c. So this is the time where you replace the y with the capital Y with 1 over x. So once you get the original equation, so essentially this will be the before linearized equation. So what are you getting, right? When you do the mx plus c and you put in your capital X and Y, this is the original equation that hasn't been linearized. So this is the one that you can input to your x to find the corresponding y. Okay, so if you break down the idea, it's not that difficult, but it didn't kind of guided you in a lot of sense. So you need to be aware that the original point that they are giving you are from the original table. You need to change the original point to the new table. So in a way, right, this one is what we'll call the new table. So if you are doing linear law on the graph paper, then these two are on the new table. So from there, I will find my capital Y equal mx plus c, and then return the capital X and Y to get the original equation that has not been linearized. So hopefully this clarifies this idea.